so everyone is happy in the end. So where am I going with all this? I'm going to start translating this into relationships with clients here. So to give you an example from sort of the web application development world, I used to be manager of a web team at the School of Medicine at the University of Pennsylvania. And the admissions office came to us and they said, we want a blog. So one response we could have given was say, okay, do you want people to be able to comment, start going through detailed requirements? Well, that's not what we did. Instead, we stepped back and we asked the question, why? What do you want to do with the blog? What are your goals? What are your business goals? Since this is not a sort of profit-seeking enterprise, there wasn't like a return on investment calculation you could do, but it was getting at what are their goals with their applicants that they're trying to achieve when they say they want a blog. Turns out after we talked through it, what they wanted was actually something pretty different. But they asked for a blog because that's sort of what they knew about, so it seemed like the logical thing to ask for. What they were really looking for was a way for prospective applicants to communicate with each other, maybe communicate with existing students so they could get a feel for what it was like to really come to the school. So we ended up building sort of a specialized discussion forum instead, something pretty different from a blog, because we felt, let's go through this validation process, find out what they really need, not necessarily just do what they're asking for. So that's sort of a happy example. Sort of a stickier example, which you run into often working with clients in a contracting relationship, is they may be very particular about, don't do it this way. I want you to do it that way. And that's potentially fine, but it's always important to have conversation about it, to ask the question why, to validate the assumptions that they're making.